He's not just a coach, he's a leader of leaders. With over 50 years of real-world experience, he's helped business owners double their profits, build leaders from within, and reclaim their time.
A mentor, an author, and a chief reinvention officer who's guided thousands to lead with clarity, confidence, and impact. Please welcome Henry Chidgey.
Here's a truth most folks don't see. Hoarding isn't about stuff. Hoarding is about safety. People don't cling because they're stubborn. They cling because something inside them fears letting go. The word hoarding gets thrown around so casually that it hides the real issue. So let's redefine it through a leadership lens. What people think hoarding is. Most folks think hoarding is messiness, laziness, disorganization, bad habits, poor housekeeping, a pile of junk someone refuses to deal with. That's the cartoon version of hoarding. What hoarding actually is, it shows up when someone feels overwhelmed by decisions, afraid to make a mistake, emotionally attached to a meaning, a memory, or identity, shamed and judged, which shuts down progress, outmatched by the rate of incoming chaos, more comfortable avoiding than confronting. In leadership terms, hoarding is what happens when the burden feels heavier than the skill set to carry it. And that's a universal human thing, not a diagnosis. What hoarding is definitely not. It's not a sign of weak character. It's not a deliberate refusal to improve. It's not a mindset you can push someone out of. It's not something you can fix by throwing things away. It's not a problem solved with force, shame, or control. It's much more complex and more human than that. Why the word hoarding gets it wrong? We use the word hoarding because it's familiar, but it's incomplete. It points to the output, i.e. the clutter, and not the engine, which could be the emotional load, the fear, the meaning under the object. A more honest definition might be, hoarding is when a person's sense of safety becomes attached to what they keep, and their fear becomes attached to what they let go. Leaders see this in teams all the time. People hoard tasks, control, old processes, failed relationships, outdated beliefs, resentments, titles, identities, past hurts, old wins and another one they keep is old wins that no longer serve the work. Hoarding is human, and once you understand it, influence opens the door for change. So here's a one-page summary of what I'm talking about. I call it the field-tested leadership toolbox one-pager. Understanding hoarding, a leadership lens for difficult conversations. What hoarding looks like. On the surface, too many items, overflowing spaces, difficulty discarding, slow or stalled decision-making, avoidance, shame, or defensiveness. But this is just the smoke, not the fire. What hoarding really means, under the surface, is fear of making a wrong choice, memory or identity tied to items, overwhelm that shuts down action, feeling judged, criticized, or cornered. A belief, if I let this go, I lose part of myself. Leaders must look beyond the clutter to the person. What hoarding is not, it's not laziness. It's not a lack of morals. It's not solved with pressure. It's not a reflection of intelligence or character. Hoarding is a coping mechanism, not a character flaw. Now, how can leaders help? By using TRIP plus influence. Trust, first, see the human behind the habit. Respect, approach with curiosity, not criticism. Integrity, be honest and clear without shaming. Purpose, keep the focus on what truly matters. Your influence grows when judgment shrinks. Now let's talk about practical ways to support change. Start small, one drawer, one shelf, one bag. Celebrate wins that feel tiny to you, but big to them. Set clear boundaries without punishment. Offer specific help, not vague pressure. Ask questions instead of giving commands. Never discard items without permission. And partnership beats force every time. So why does this matter for you as a leader? Because hoarding isn't just about possessions. It's a window in how humans handle uncertainty, change, loss, identity, responsibility, and fear. And every leader at home or at work eventually ends up guiding someone through those very things. That's where your TRIP principles and your influence shine the brightest. Take care for now.